Alright, just going to do a quick video showing kind of some of the updates we've done to the campaign map recently. Also, we've got a new main menu screen there, just a bit nicer. It was actually a pre-made concept that came with, a showcase that came with one of the packs we got. Just kind of a really pretty background. Over the last couple of weeks we've made a bunch of changes to some of the campaign map, so I'm actually just going to skip all the kind of usual tutorial and making your first spell and everything and come straight out here. So we've added in a few more factions, so if we come up here you can see, as we zoom out, you can see the factions are color coded now, which makes it just kind of easy when you're kind of scrolling around the map to see what empire controls what area. So you've got 3 different colors down here. These are all 3 different necromancers, and then you've got 2 different colors up here, which is 2 different types of wizardmen which kind of fight each other up here. So, and then we've got basically this alliance and fight system. So if you come down here, you can see these 2 guys engage in a fight. Their armies are duking it out. So each of these guys running around on the campaign map. Having kind of been over this before, it's 2 armies fighting each other, so this army is bigger than this one, so yeah, I'm gonna rip through there. And basically, just bringing up the console here, I've just got a nice printout that kind of shows you who's done what with who, but all the factions at the moment, they just randomize their alliances. They can either be allied, neutral, or enemy. So enemies will actually actively hunt out the nearest enemy village and try and capture it. Obviously when they see each other on the field, they'll run towards each other. Neutral can still fight an ally, won't fight even if they happen to accidentally overlap. So just kind of some differences there. That's me, I'm just going to pretend I'm not here at the moment just to kind of watch the campaign map, have a bit of life to it. But so obviously you can see there's some black down here, so obviously there's a bunch of lizardmen armies here which are very clearly, so what's this, black is lizardmen of the Hills, I think, which have clearly gone to war with Magnus. Yep, Hills and Magnus have been enemies, so this is all kind of randomizing nicely, and they're kind of spawn camping in there. Each faction has 1 village which is uncapturable, just to stop factions being entirely destroyed. And when the alliances randomize, maybe every, I think it's 1 to 2 minutes, maybe 2 to 3. We've been shuffling it around just for testing purposes, but so that'll shuffle and it'll all clear up. It's kind of surprising how much they will bounce back. So if these guys kind of all go to war with each other, they'll kind of tear each other apart, and he'll start capping some villages back, and the whole thing will kind of equalize. It's actually a relatively peaceful randomization, which is why there's not too much, but kind of here comes the second change. So all of a sudden you've got these guys just exodusing, because they've obviously picked a different, what have we got, Hill Wizardmen, so now allied with Magnus, they're not going to attack him anymore. And they've actually gone, their only enemy is the Cave Wizardmen, so they're actually going to start attacking all of the nearest red places. And you can see basically the black armies are going out and trying to, and these guys of course have come straight across here, capped a bunch, and then you're just going to have a bunch of wars up here. So it does all shuffle around quite a bit. He's going to still struggle to get out for a while because he still has some enemies, but basically it's all just about how those alliances randomize. Moving forward, we're going to want to have it so that, you know, they defend certain places and you can have garrisons and all that, but for now it's nice just to give a little bit of life to the map. It kind of feels like there are these different factions kind of ebbing and flowing, and you can kind of influence some of this by obviously running around, running into some of these armies and going to war with them. So that's just a bit of an update. We've got kind of these names all kind of shrink when you zoom in, so it's not kind of too massive, just little tweaks, but adds a lot to the feel of the game, and that's all.